Hi, everyone. Welcome to the February 2025 LAPPG meeting. We are thrilled to be welcoming friends from Suite Studios, transforming post-production, file streaming, and seamless remote collaboration on Suite. Now I'm so excited and thrilled to welcome the folks from Suite Studios. We have Jay Maxwell, the CPO. We have Content Director Sam Taggart, and we have Elliot Zettas, Account Executive, all here joining us. Hello, guys. How's it going?
Hey, Wendy, it's going well. LAPPG. We're excited to be here. It's an honor. All right, cool. We are Suite. Why are we here? First and foremost, we're here to make creatives' lives better. At the end of the day, we want to make workflows simpler and get creative teams back to doing what they do best, which is creating the amazing content that you all create. Sharing media is challenging. It's a painful process. Getting terabytes of media to, a dozen artists across state lines or across in different countries. I know we have some folks joining from Bangkok and Colombia. That's awesome. Is really painful. You're either having all your team members wait hours and hours and hours for downloads to occur, or God forbid, you're still shipping hard drives, which I'm sure many of you are, like it's 1995 or something along those lines. It's a painful process, and we're here to solve it. I'll tell you what a workflow studios love is. It's everyone is on premise under the same roof. We're working on our on-premise hardware. We're all connected to a shared file server, and any changes that are made are immediately accessible by my colleague that's sitting right next to me. Our goal is to bring this on-premise workflow with everybody under the same roof to a team that has distributed team members across states, across countries. So we make that possible from anywhere. So with our file streaming technology, what Suite is essentially a cloud-based NAS that you can access from anywhere, a single source of truth in the cloud that you are streaming to your local device, mounted as a local drive, and working off of it. Any change that is made is now accessible from anyone else on my Suite team from anywhere in the world. So a typical sort of cloud storage solution, when you're thinking about cloud storage, you're probably thinking of like a Dropbox, a Google Drive, or object storage, or traditional cloud storage, where if you want to work off of the media, you have to download all of the media. So the entire shoot day's worth of content you need to download in order to get started. And what ends up happening is you're spending hours and hours and hours downloading data that's not actually going to end up in the final result, and you might not even touch it all. So with Suite, we are only streaming. And I say streaming instead of downloading very explicitly. We are only streaming the particular parts of the media that you are actually referencing at any given time. So rather than, downloading that hour-long clip, we're only pulling down the sections that you are actually reading. So if you can imagine you're scrubbing through an hour-long clip. Well, we're only downloading the pieces that you're actually referencing at any given time. And that's our file streaming technology. So Suite is used in a variety of use cases across, it runs the gambit from audio teams to VFX and post teams, creating, music videos like this Kendrick Lamar video, or TV shows, or live production content like this in the bottom left for the sphere. Awesome. With that, I'm going to pass it along to Elliot. He's going to give you a demo, and really don't hesitate to reach out in the Q&A with questions. We'll pause and answer those as they come in.
My name's Elliot. I'm an account executive here at Suite Studios, and we're going to show you all what it looks like between two editors, two creatives, to work together from different locations. So there's 4 things we like to highlight in our demo when we talk about Suite Studios. Number 1 is instant collaboration. Number 2, real-time access to your files without having to download them. Number 3, increased security from Google Drive, Dropbox, Box, or shipping hard drives. And then number 4 are familiar workflows. Suite is cloud storage that's mounted like a local drive, so it feels just like you're working locally. And now if we take a look here at the ultra-wide that we have, You'll see over here on the far left, we have our suite control panel up. A lot of these are settings, set it and forget it. We'll discuss those here in a moment. Then you'll see I have my Finder window up. And right here is Suite. Suite is cloud storage that mounts like a local drive that you and your team can access and work off of. It's a single source of truth that everyone that has permissions can access. Then over here on the far right in the purple, we have a virtual workstation pulled up. And for this demo, we're going to call this person Paul in Portland, Oregon, that likes the color purple, so a lot of P's. And they have the Suite control panel up, and they also have their File Explorer, so they're working on a Windows-based machine over here. Now, we do have a little bit of a controversial question to kick things off, so if you all could help me out in the chat, this would really be great. Do you all think that a hot dog is a sandwich or a taco? Based off the response, that's going to guide the demo, so need a little help here. We'll turn on like a 30-second timer. Got a nice 2-to-1 ratio. Sandwich. All right, sandwicho. All right, looks like sandwich is taking the prize, I think, right, team? Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take this sandwich video here, which is locally on our desktop. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag it and drop it into our Suite drive right here. And you'll see this yellow button right here says uploading. And when that yellow button turns green, that means that video file is going to be available to everyone across your Suite drive, meaning regardless of their location, they can access that sandwich video and start working off of it immediately. And you'll see we're already connected. It's green. So I'm here in Denver, Colorado. I'm going to double click on that sandwich video. I'm just going to make sure it's legit. So let's go ahead and double click on it. All right, we've got this sandwich video. It's a Monte Cristo for the Monte Cristo fans at home. And now I'm going to text Paul in Portland, Oregon and go, hey, Paul, I uploaded the sandwich video. I need you to start working on that project you and I were talking about. So Paul goes, all right, Elliot, I'm going to do that. He accesses his Suite drive and he double clicks on the sandwich video to make sure that it's available. He sees the Monte Cristo video as well. And he then is going to take this video and he's going to put it in storage. And he's going to put it in this folder called Elliot's Controversial Question. And you'll see right here that we have what is a hot dog presentation going on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on what is a hot dog. And this is going to load up a Premiere project directly in the cloud. So you'll see right here that we have what is a hot dog. Now, all Paul has to do to add this sandwich video into his timeline is just drag it from the cloud and put it directly into the timeline. And then now we have what is a hot dog with that sandwich video that we uploaded earlier. To make this edit that we just made available to everyone across our Suite drive that we gave permission to, all Paul needs to do, oops, I got zoom in the way there, is hit File and Save. And then you'll see that those edits we just made are being uploaded and saved in the cloud, connected. Now everyone in Suite has access to these edits. So what we're going to do is we're going to close out of our Premiere project over here. And now I'm going to jump back over to Denver, Colorado. And I'm going to go into storage, Elliot's Controversial Question, and I'm going to click on what is a hot dog. And now this Premiere project is going to load up on my device here. And you'll see that that edit that Paul made is available. And this really is the power of Suite Studios, allowing two people in two different locations to be able to work off of that same asset. So here we go. What is a hot dog? And then we have that coinciding sandwich video. Now, we'd like to open it up to everyone that's in our chat right now. A lot of people think, before showing them this, how is this possible? How does this work? Just curious. We'd love to hear some feedback from folks.
Yeah, we got a question from John Lurie here. What are the network speed requirements to run Suite effectively?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question. I'll hop in here, Elliot. So basically, we have a minimum, which is 10 megabits per second upload and download. Now, it's really going to be dependent on the type of media you're working off of, right? So we like to say if your internet download speed is greater than the bit rate of the media you're working off of, you're able to stream very smoothly. Suite also has an optimization layer, which is a caching layer. So it's actually going to store files, or sorry, blobs or chunks of the file in your local cache to sort of optimize that experience and not be so reliant on your network. Really good question.
Yeah, I got a couple more coming in here. What's sitting local? Is it proxy like? What are you working on when you're working with Suite?
Yeah, so basically, you can work on anything. So the majority of our teams actually do not operate a proxy workflow. They're working on high res, full assets, and they're just streaming it from the cloud.
Yeah, and that question was from Kevin. Another one here from Rebecca. Does this work with Avid and Resolve?
Yep, absolutely. With Avid, with the bin locking functionality, you do use a third party for that bin locking functionality, but we help you kind of set that up and walk you through it.
Yeah, another interesting question here from Nick. It says, seems similar to LucidLink. What are the differentiating features?
Yeah, absolutely. So number one is going to be faster read and write speeds, both off of the network as well as off of a cache location. This is huge when you're working on especially, heavier media, heavier assets. We are able to fill a larger network pipe, and we're also able to use that network pipe more efficiently. Number two, we're able to actually share a cache location. So some teams have a hybrid workflow. They might have an office in LA, and then they have a bunch of distributed users all over the country or the world. Well, for those artists in the office, they're actually able to share a cache location on an existing on-premise server. Additionally, we have a functionality called Suite Connect that lets you share external transfer links. So maybe you have an external party that just needs to upload data to Suite or download data from Suite, and you're able to send out a link to those folks in order for them to get that data down or upload directly to Suite. There's a number of other functionality and features that we could go through, but those are the primary ones.
Cool. Yeah. Another anonymous question here. How do exports work? Can you export clips besides projects in Premiere?
Heck yeah. You can export directly to the Suite drive. So basically you use the Suite drive just like you would a hard drive that you'd plug into your computer.
And then Steve here is curious about your background, Jay. You sound like the creator of this service. Can you just talk a bit about your background and how Suite came to be?
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, I am one of the co-founders along with two other folks. So I studied computer science in college. One of the people that I studied with is named Mike Herring. His older brother, Craig, is our CEO. Craig comes from the creative world. We actually started in virtual workstations in the cloud. That was our initial product, and pivoted to storage. Solving really the same issues in a different way. But yeah, that's the quick background.
Yeah. A couple more here. Kevin's just looking for some clarification on a question about no local assets on Suite.
Nope.
Just looking for clarification there.
Yep. So it's all cloud-based. We do have a local cache that serves as an optimization layer to smooth things out. Great question from Paul here. How are projects locked to prevent simultaneous access? So we're pretty agnostic to the applications now. Like Premiere has built-in project locking if you want to enable that. They also have like Premiere Productions that allows you to work on projects simultaneously. So it's really dependent on the tool, but we're essentially agnostic to whatever the tool allows you to do. And is there read-only export? Yes, there's read-only permissions that allow users to only view content. They can't delete or write to the drive or to the specific files that you give them permission to. So our managed plan, which allows you to just sign up, get started without having to do anything on the back end, runs through the underlying storage is Cloudflare. That's sort of our managed service. And then we also have a bring your own plan that lets you, if you have a really good deal with an existing cloud service provider like AWS, GCP, Azure, you can sit Suite on top of your object storage and make it that very high performance mountable drive.
All right, we can hop into some more features then here, Jay and Sam, if that sounds good. All
Let's
right,
rock.
and we're going to get everyone off of the ultra wide now. It's all fun and games, but only for a short period of time. So if we go ahead and take a look at Suite again, this is our Suite control panel. And with Suite, we like to think it's extremely elegant, simple, and user-friendly. And right here is our status screen. It's connected. That shows that we're not in the process of uploading any footage, and there are no errors, so everything is good and clean at the moment. The first thing we'll show is Time Machine. Time Machine is a wonderful feature that allows you and your team to recover deleted files, folders, or previous versions up to 7 days at no cost. And with the UI we have available right here, you can go back to the exact minute. And if you're fancy and technical, you can use the CLI and go back to the exact millisecond. At least that's what Jay's told me. No, I know, it's true. And so we'll do a quick example here. So I'm going to take this sandwich video and I'm going to delete it because, I think it's a taco. I'm very upset that everyone thought it was a sandwich, so I'm going to delete it. However, Jay and Sam go, Elliot, what are you doing, man? We need that project, or we need that file. So all they need to do to recover that file is click on the calendar icon here. They'll pick on the last date and time they know that that file was last available. So we'll go ahead and do 6:27 p.m. because we're here in Mountain Time. It's agnostic to time zone. You just put the one that you're in. We're going to go ahead and hit Mount. We'll give it a second here. And you'll see Suite Time Machine mounts as another drive. It's read-only, but it gives us the exact snapshot of what was going on at that time. So I can go back into Elliot's controversial question. There's the sandwich video. And I can drag it and drop it back into Suite, and voila, there it is. Then we have wonderful team settings. So for anyone working with freelancers or you're overseeing large groups of people and you don't need them to see everything on your Suite drive, that's where team settings come in. It's really easy to add a team member. You put their name and email here. If you don't give them admin privileges, they can't see anything. So from a security standpoint, that's really nice. If you do give them admin privileges, they can see everything. And then on an individual user level, you can manage permissions at the file and folder level. Additionally, like Jay said earlier, you can turn on read-only access if you only want them to be able to view. And if you hit add, you can pick an individual file, you can pick a folder or subfolder, and it's extremely easy to navigate. Additionally, if you're working with larger groups of people, you can set up groups. So you can set up a freelancer group where you can turn on permissions for a large group of users where you can add all of them here and you just hit confirm. And then at a group level, you can choose what files and folders they have access to. If you ever remove anyone from a folder, they'll no longer have access to it, which is really nice from a security standpoint. Next, we have external, and also if anyone has any questions, please pop them into the chat.
It looks like, Elliot, there was a question on how long does Time Machine keep data and can it be adjusted? So yeah, by default, Time Machine will retain data up to 7 days. And yes, it can absolutely be adjusted as far as you'd like. The 7 days is completely free at no additional charge. Good question.
Wonderful. And next, we're going to talk about external file transfer. So this is a wonderful tool that a lot of our teams have been using. And earlier, when someone asked the question about a difference between us and LucidLink, external file transfer is a game changer. External file transfer allows someone that does not have access to your Suite drive to either be able to upload files into the exact folder that you point them to, or it allows you to send files or folders that you believe are done or that you just want to send to someone, and you can send them a link and then they can download those files directly. So if you're using Massive, WeTransfer, Dropbox as a tool for transfer, imagine if you had that built in. That's what Suite is. So we'll show you an example of what that is. And if we even have someone from the crowd that would like to upload a file directly into our Suite drive to show you how quick and powerful it is, we'd love to have you. So all I need to do to create a new external file transfer link for uploads is to click on New Upload Link. I'll put in the link name. So we'll call this, I don't know, 2/12 upload. And then I can choose the upload destination. I can pick a folder or subfolder that I have, or I can just create a new one on the fly. And we'll call this Get Crazy, all caps. And then I hit open. I can choose an expiration date out to 180 days. We'll just leave it for 7 days. And then it's password protected. So I'm going to do my favorite password that requires a capital letter, numbers, and a special character, which is password 123. Now, to share this external file transfer link with anyone, all I need to do is hit copy, and then I can toss this directly into our chat. So I can put this link in there with our password. And if anyone wants to click on that link, you will be prompted to download Suite Connect, which will take you about 30 seconds to download. And then after you download Suite Connect, you'll use that link and that password, and you'll be able to upload files directly into our Suite Drive. And what's amazing when we think about creatives is you have some people shooting stuff on set and you want to get stuff to your editors quickly. Imagine if you finish shooting on set and then from set you can have them upload directly into the folder or subfolder you want with all the permissions you set up. And then that editor can get on there, start editing in the cloud, and the shoot was in LA, your editor is in New York, and then your colorist is in the UK. That's the beauty of Suite Studios, how quickly we can get stuff through. And if anyone wants to try to upload like a little PNG or a JPEG, that'd be great. I mean, not something super heavy, just so it gets up there quick. And then if someone wants to notify and let us know in the chat if they got it downloaded and they're able to upload something, we'll go ahead and see what goes on here and get crazy. But I'll keep showing something else here while we're waiting for those to come through, which is our download links. So exact same use case. You've got something finished on your Suite Drive here. Let's say this sandwich video. It's perfect. It's ready to send. And I want to just get it to someone to review. All I need to do is hit new download link. I call this Sandwich 101 for my link name. I'll pick the expiration date for 7 days. And I'll pick that infamous password of password 123 exclamation point. Please don't try this password with anything involving my name for bank accounts. I'd really appreciate that, folks. And then if we click select files to share, I can pick the sandwich video or I can pick a folder. I hit open, create link, and then I can send this link with that password to someone and they'll be able to download it. Let's see, did anyone throw anything in Get Crazy yet? Looks like not yet. We're still waiting to get crazy, which is okay. We'll show a couple other cool features here, though, while we wait.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Jay.
Just to point out, right, this external transfer functionality is great for those external team members that really just need to upload data to Suite or just need to get data from Suite. The rest of your team members are going to be active like Suite users on your team. They're going to be interacting with Suite through the Suite Drive mounted on their system. Just wanted to call that up.
Yeah, great point, Jay. Another big differentiator we have from LucidLink is our customer service. And this is just a great thing as well. This is a differentiator from the large majority of products out on the market. How many places can you actually communicate and talk with humans that'll get back to you in typically 2 minutes or less during our business hours of, I'm doing a little math here, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time? And also, right here at the top, you'll see Maya, you'll see Jay, who's here on this call, you'll see Eric. These are humans. These are not AI-generated pictures. So for people who are thinking, hey, these are AI folks, no. These are real humans in Boulder, Colorado. We'll get back to you quickly and promptly. And also, the fact that Jay's on here and he can answer some of your questions means you're going to have some of the best technical experts for Suite Studios in your workflow to be able to answer your questions and help you troubleshoot. Let's go ahead and check Get Crazy here. Let's see if we got anything. Hey, there we go. All right. I don't know who put this one up there, but look at that. This could be you from shoot to edit. I love this one. This is just perfect. Let's see the other image that someone else put up there. There we go. Living the good life. That's how easy it is, right? We're all in different places. We're working remotely. How beautiful is that with Suite? You all didn't even have to go through our entire download and be a part of Suite Drive to get us those files. And if anyone else wants to send something to get crazy, you're always more than welcome to. Caching is one of our secret sauces at Suite Studios, right? And Jay alluded to it earlier. It's what allows individuals in poor internet or bandwidth environments to be able to still work off of Suite and have that instant collaboration. Right now, when people download files locally, that file isn't able to be accessed by other team members, right? I download it locally, I work off it in isolation, and I re-upload it. With caching, what we do is we intelligently pull down that file in the background, and then all of the edits that you make are being sent right back up to the cloud as you save them. And what's beautiful is you can cache a 4K video, and you can go to McDonald's, eat a McGriddle, edit it, and then all those updates will be sent back up to the cloud. And some people go, Elliot, that just sounds the same like bringing it down locally. But there's three main differences that caching allows you to do. Number one is you still get that instant collaboration. When I'm editing a file or working off of it, and I send those files back up to the cloud, they're going to get up there way quicker than anyone that would have to fully download it down and fully back up. Number two, time machine. Any edits that you make or another team member makes on a cached file, you can still recover them with time machine. Can't do that if someone just downloads it locally. And then number three, for security reasons, caching is fantastic because if you remove a team member as a user, they will no longer have access to any of their cached files because the cache is encrypted. So from a security standpoint, if you're working with some freelancers or working with someone and you feel like there's something weird going on, you can remove them from that project and they'll no longer have access to it.
3 questions on pricing. Elliot, you want to talk pricing?
Oh yeah, love talking pricing. So we have 2 main ways that we look at pricing. We have month-to-month and we have annual agreements. So our month-to-month out of the box is $75 per month per terabyte, and you get up to 5 seats. Each additional seat thereafter is $10 a month per user. Then for our annual agreements, any team that has 10 terabytes or more, we can start looking into discounting for that pricing, that main pricing of terabyte amount, and then also user discounts.
In terms of the underlying data for our managed plan, that data is replicated across 3 geographic regions. The underlying metadata as well, and is recoverable on our system going back 30 days. So, we sit on top of very, very, very redundant, very reliable object storage. So we get a lot of that resiliency for free. And then a lot of the things that we focus on, no matter what feature it is we develop, is on reliability as well as being able to, lift up systems and put them elsewhere in other regions should a service outage happen in a particular, cloud service. So the beauty of Suite, right, as you are jumping around accessing those large clips, we're only going to be pulling down the exact pieces that you are actually referencing, right? So, you can imagine a very large clip, but if I'm only actually referencing or my timeline is only grabbing 5 seconds of that or 10 seconds of that, we're only pulling down that piece. Cool.
And then what about internet outages, unplanned mishaps, things of that nature?
Yeah, great question. So the nice thing is when you've actually been sort of working off of Suite, because of that optimization with the cache layer, what we tend to see happen during these times is someone can just jump on a hotspot and they should be good to go. But of course, if it's like the first time accessing the data, none of that data is cached and the internet goes out, you might need to relocate to somewhere with internet. You do need internet access to be utilizing Suite. Cool.
What about upload limits? Andrea is asking about, is 1 terabyte the total amount on the Suite drive, or is there an upload limit per month?
Nope, no upload limits per month. We don't charge egress. We don't charge ingress. For the purposes of the trial, upload away, there's not really a cap. Maybe if you get to 100 terabytes, I might reach out, make sure that that's necessary for the trial. But yeah, upload away. And as soon as you go over that sort of 1 terabyte limit, your subscription will just be updated. You'll receive an email and it'll go to that 2 terabyte mark.
And then they did ask Jay if they removed it off, if that would then reflect back.
Yeah. So, right. If you're uploading, like you get close to a terabyte, I upload 800 gigs and then I reduce, I can now, fill up more and still stay below that 1 terabyte limit.
The question here from Megan, can we choose a size for the cache and upgrade it if necessary?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can utilize your internal drive if you have room, or you can utilize an SSD, an external SSD, and utilize that as a cache. Kind of up to you there, and it's also going to be dependent on how much you are going to need to utilize the cache. We see a lot of teams who don't really have to worry about the cache at all because they have, they're working off media that's lower than the bit rate where the bit rate is lower than their download speed. So the majority of teams really don't even need to worry about the cache. And for those that do, yes, you can absolutely set it to an external drive.
This is great. Love seeing these questions come in. Another one from Jonathan here. Does it pull, if the master is 2 hours long, does it pull 10 seconds of different parts of the same clip quickly?
Yes. So if you're like scrubbing through, right, you can imagine, right, the way Suite is working is as soon as you scrub, we're going to cancel those old requests. So you're on one part and we're like pulling down the data for you and streaming it, and you can scrub to the next part, and then we're going to cancel those requests and start pulling down just the pieces that you're actually after.
And they just keep coming here. Another one from Lance, a good one here. Is uploading to Suite done via a browser or app? How fast is the upload? Is the upload throttled or limited by internet upload speed?
Yep. So it's all going to be done through the file system, right? Through Suite mounted in Finder or File Explorer. And the answer is no. We do absolutely no throttling. And this is one of the beauties of Suite. If you have a gigabyte network, we are going to fill that gig. If you have a 5 gig network, we're going to fill that gig. So we're getting uploads as fast as physics allows, which is great compared to other sort of cloud solutions that do throttle you. So it doesn't matter if you have that 5 gig upload speed. You might be tapped out at 100 megs. With Suite, you can really fill that entire pipe.
How fast of a computer do you need to run Suite?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Nick.
It's kind of going to be dependent on the media you're working off of. We like to say, if you can work off of the media locally on your computer, you're probably good with Suite. Although Suite does utilize some of your memory and CPU, of course, and we have some system requirements that I can share as well in our knowledge base. Yeah. So as Elliot mentioned, we do a 2-week free trial. That's also no card. So highly encourage you try it out. We're happy to, we'll provide contact information as well. So you can reach out, hop on a call with Elliot to get a, more in-depth tailored demo to what your needs are. We're really looking forward to having some of you try out Suite. Hey, it costs you nothing to try Suite. Literally, you do not need to put down a card. And when you when you do try it, reach out. Let us know if you have any questions. As Elliot mentioned, we are really prideful of our customer service and our customer support. We want to make sure you succeed. That's what we're all about. We're all about making kind of your lives as creatives better. So, looking forward to chatting soon.
Awesome. You guys, I love your enthusiasm. It has me excited for this. So I'm definitely checking it out. I hope everybody on the call does. And I just want to thank each of you, Jay and Sam and Elliot, for a great presentation, getting us psyched, giving us this information. And everybody at home, if you want to catch up on past meetings, we just put up our October meeting, No Code Mystica Workflows. It was a great presentation, and you will learn about no code solutions for managing and orchestrating media and automating pipelines, no matter what platform you used. I remember at the end, they were doing like VFX pulls on DaVinci Resolve, and it was really cool what they were doing. So definitely check that out. And be sure to connect with us on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. And a huge thank you to our partners. At the gold level, we have Blackmagic Design and Otherworld Computing, as well as Zeiss. And at the silver level, we have Avid and Synology. And we have a lot of supporting media and community partners that help us put these events on every month. Thank you, guys. Thank you to the Suite Studios team. And I'll see you guys next month.
Awesome.
Everybody,
Night,
thank you.
everyone.